Check 1, 2. That feels loud. Hey Zach, how you doing? Doing well. What songs are you learning these days on guitar? Yeah. Nice. How about the intro to Thunderstruck? Yeah?
Check 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. How are you?
Everybody, it's time to make our way into the sanctuary for services.
Davis Academy students, if you'll please sit with your adults that you came here with. Davis Academy students and parents, if you'll please sit together or within an arm's reach. Parents, if you can be within an arm's reach of the kids you brought here. Hey, Robin. Shabbat Shalom. Davis Academy kids and parents, if you'll make sure that you're within arm's reach of your adults within an arm's reach of the kids that you brought here.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Od Avinu Chai, Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu Chai. Shalom Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. It's really great. 2 Fridays in a row that there have been so many people here. I'm really touched that you all came out for me. It's very special that we can all be here together, and especially really glad that we have our Davis Academy Temple Emanu-El families here with us this Shabbat. Yes. You clap it up, yeah. As a proud alumni of the Davis Academy, it is really special to have this community that's been so strong ever since I was a student at Davis to continue to today, and it's a wonderful part of the Atlanta Jewish community that is unique among other cities in the country to have such a strong connection between a synagogue and a day school. So something really special that we get to enjoy here in Temple Emanu-El. Before we get started, just a few words of orientation, just making sure that all your cell phones, Apple Watches, anything that's going to beep or buzz or otherwise distract you from services here, turn it off, put it in the silent, put it into vibrate only, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that it won't distract you from services or anyone around you. Beneath your chairs, you'll find Mishkan Tefillah. That's our prayer book for this evening, and it's the one that says Mishkan Tefillah and not the one that says the Torah. And making sure that it's a good book, but you're reading the one that we're all going to be calling the page numbers out from tonight. In case you need to leave the sanctuary, there's an exit to my left, to my right, and then in case of an emergency, one in the rear of the sanctuary and behind the ark behind me. Let's take a few moments and welcome each other into this space. I'm Rabbi Max, here with cantorial soloist Jessica Tillum. Introduce yourselves to those around you that you didn't drive here with. Say Shabbat Shalom. Welcome each other into this space.
I didn't know. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. And I also want to particularly welcome as well, we have 2 B'nai Mitzvah happening this Shabbat, one in the morning, one in the evening. Noah Swenson-Freeberg and his family, and Rebecca Sobel and her family, celebrating the wonderful simchas happening this weekend. So we're really pleased that we can celebrate with you and your friends and your family. To light our Shabbat candles, I'd like to invite up Evan and Jay Schoenberg to join us up here at the lights. Yeah, you can go ahead, just pick up the candle. There you go. And we rise, page 120. We're joined together for our blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. If you'd like to light your own Shabbat lights as we join together in Shalom Aleichem, please walk up here. Make sure if you are young that you are allowed to handle fire as we join together for Shalom Aleichem, page 142. Malachei Hasharim, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hem Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Mile Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Chem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei HaMalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So every year you can be seated. That happens more than every year. Every year that we have Davis Academy, and when we especially have our Davis and DFRS services, we like to invite up students from the different schools tonight from the Davis Academy to share a little bit with us their outlook on things, what they're thinking about. And tonight, because we are approaching Rosh Hashanah, I thought I would ask our Davis Academy students what they're looking forward to in the new Jewish year. And so typically we've called people up by names, by families, and I think we're going to do it a little bit differently this year. I'm going to call folks up by their grade, so there's a little bit more safety in numbers. And so if you are in Mechina to 4th grade, if you would please come on up here. Thank you, Eli Hurd. First one to get up. I appreciate it. I know that there are more than you. Yes. Come on up and stand right in front. Excuse me, Jeff. So tell us something that you are looking forward to this coming year. I am looking forward to spending lots of time with another new Miller baby, hopefully. Thank you, Robin. Yes. Maybe a future Davis Lion. Yeah. Jessica, what do you want to pass?
I'm looking forward to go on a field trip. I'm looking forward to having sleepovers.
Hey, Zach, come on up, forward up here. Come up here.
I'm looking forward to spend time with my friends.
Turn around.
I'm looking forward to soccer.
I'm looking forward to my sister's bat mitzvah.
Aww.
I'm also looking forward to my sister's bat mitzvah.
Pass.
No, sister? No. There you go, Zach.
All right. Last but not least, I'm looking forward to baseball.
Maybe I forgot earlier.
I'm looking forward to getting more creative.
I love it.
I'm looking forward to also spending time with my family. I forgot to that. I'm sorry.
That's great.
Pass. Pass.
Okay. Go back to your seats. We're going to continue with Lecha Dodi on page 138. Kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela, Lecha Dodi likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. V'shalom ateret bala, Gam b'simcha u'tzola, Toch emunei ham-segula, Vo'icha la. Let's do that again. Lecha Dodi likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Please rise, facing the entrance. We face forward. Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Page 146, we remain standing for Baruch Hu. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai.
Baruch Hu et Adonai, HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai, HaMevorach, HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed. We turn to the back inside cover of our Sidurim as we bring in the evening of Shabbat with Roll Into Dark.
Roll into dark,
Roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Yom v'layla, kolel or mipnei choshech, kolel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei yom. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, Day turns to night, roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Page 152. We find our feet on the ground, our shoulders back, concentrating on the words of the page, or closing our eyes, focusing our prayers on God. We join together for Shema. Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated. I'd like to invite up Noah Swenson Friedberg to help lead us with Ve'ahavta, and everyone else can find that on page 154. Stand right with me, but hold on one second, because I have the wrong seat over. Whenever you're ready.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Amen. Thank you very much. We join together in these words of freedom, the words our ancestors sang so many generations ago, Mi Chamocha, page 158. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נעדר בקוד, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. חוצך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה, זה אלינו ואמרו, ואלינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם לעולם ועד. One of the things I think about a lot when we are at this point in the year is about these beginnings, and that all beginnings are difficult. And this is a common phrase in Judaism, and that kol hachatot kashot, that all beginnings are tough, are difficult. And when we are worried about starting something new, we often look to God or to one another for protection, for assurances that what we are about to embark on is going to be safe, secure. And those are the words of Hashkivenu, page 160. These words that remind us that we're not alone, that we have the protection of one another, and most importantly, of God, as we join together in these words, 160. Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Hamidenu shomenu lechaim.
Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Vehamidenu shomrenu lechaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai,
Eloheinu leshalom, Hamidenu shomenu lechaim. All right, so I'm going to invite up the 5th through 8th graders, the second half of our Davis Academy cohort, to come up here, and you're going to line up right here, nice and orderly. You can spread out along the front steps right over here. Maybe we'll have to do 2 rows. All right, and it's the same question is, you can pass the mic from one to the next, is what is something that you are looking forward to in the year ahead? And actually, I didn't do this with the first one, with the first group, but if you'll share your name with us as well. Oh, we should probably turn the mic on for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd help, wouldn't it? There you go.
My name is Hannah. And my name is Julia. And we're excited to go to Charleston.
My name is Leah, and I'm excited to go to Savannah.
My name is Daniel, and excited to go to Savannah.
My name is Sammy, and I'm excited to go to Birmingham.
We're looking forward to Charleston, which is a 6th grade trip, and learning it for the Bar Mitzvah.
My name is Michael.
And my name is Jonah,
And we're
we're
both
excited to play soccer.
for the Davis soccer team.
My name's Maya, and I'm looking forward to my bat mitzvah next week and our 8th grade Israel trip.
Nice.
My name's Noah, and I don't know what I'm looking forward to.
Maybe a bar mitzvah happening this weekend, who knows?
I'm Ivana.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Jaden.
We're looking forward to the Israel trip.
My name's Livy, and I'm looking forward to my bat mitzvah.
My name's Lily, and I'm looking forward to my DC trip.
Nice. Thank you all very much. And for context, every year a class trip, maybe you caught on, a class goes to a different location around the country, and you heard some of the favorite locations. The 8th grade trip is obviously the peak and the most exciting one, and that's actually the one trip that I didn't get to do, because mine was it was in 2002, during the second Intifada, and so we didn't get to go that year. But I eventually made it to Israel a few times. We join together, bringing all that joy of travel, of all the things to look forward to, especially in the joy of Shabbat, page 162. We join together for words of Vishamru. B'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. שמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת דורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת דורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. So in the beginning I was saying that there's a phrase in Judaism, it actually comes from, so we think, is Nachman of Breslov, one of the original Hasidic rabbis. And he says, Kol hatchalot kashot. I think before I said a different word, which means decisions, but all beginnings are difficult. And he comes to this phrase from the idea of, he brings it from tzedakah, that giving tzedakah is something that's difficult to begin with. And one of the reasons is just very honestly, we have only so much in our possession, and to give it away is something that's difficult for the human psyche to do. But that once you start, once you break through, and that's how he describes it, is once you open that entrance, once you begin that entryway, then it becomes easier and easier. That the beginnings of any endeavor are always very difficult, or not always, they're usually very difficult. But when you get started, when you open that pathway, then you find that you are stronger and more confident, and the journey gets a little bit easier. The same definitely comes when it comes to school, or starting a new job, or starting any new project in your life. That beginning, when you see a blank paper in front of you, a blank canvas, whatever you have to start from the very beginning is difficult, because we're confronted with everything and all of the possibilities that are in front of us, and some decisions that we have to make. And as we make one decision and follows the next, then we start to have an idea about where we're going. But breaking through, putting words on the page, putting color on the paper, starting that new school year, taking a step into a new classroom, into a new office, all of these things require bravery. They require courage, some more than others, but they require us to make a step forward. And that's why we talk about this, the idea of beginnings being difficult at Rosh Hashanah, because taking a step forward, starting something new, or changing what you've been doing is the basic idea of the High Holy Days, that at the first of the year, we're supposed to examine where our life has been going and the new changes that we need to make, and that these beginnings are difficult. So as we go into a new school year, a new job, as we start new home projects, whatever, not outside, it's too hot, but as we start new home projects inside, and as we begin anything, and especially this new year, we remind ourselves that, yes, all beginnings are difficult, and once we open the doorway, that path starts to become a little bit clearer. So we join together, something that always helps us to go through an entryway to start something new beginning. We join together in these words of the Amidah, page 164, and we rise, knowing that we rise with our community and that we stand side by side with one another. Ufi agita hilatecha, Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim ve'Konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevii Geula livnei v'neihem, Le'ma'an Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav le'Hoshia, Morid hatah, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua.
Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'kol yom yalucha salah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
We take a few moments to ourselves to close our eyes and pray silently, or to pray those words written on the page. When your prayers are concluded, I invite you to be seated. Page 178.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Ki atahu melech harom, lachol hashalom. Ki atahu melech harom,
Lechol hashalom, shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha, Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam.
Tasim le'olam.
I'd like to invite a member of our Board of Trustees, Mark Feinberg, to give us some of the announcements of all the many things happening at Temple Emanu-El around this time and season.
Thank you, Rabbi. And ooh, is there things happening here? So many, so many. We welcome you all. Thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate it. Beautiful service as always. Thank you both. My name is Mark Feinberg. Happy to be honored to be a member of the Temple Emanu-El board. I want to welcome our bar mitzvah families, b'nai mitzvah families, and wish you all the success tomorrow. We know you guys will be great. Welcome your family and your guests here to Temple Emanu-El. Please check the weekly TE events and programming emails which come into your email box every Monday for more details on the upcoming programs. There are a tremendous amount every single week, and certainly in the month of September we'll be getting into full flow. Come and join the Mahjong group every Thursday here. The Sisterhood has Mahjong every Thursday, so if that is your fun thing to do, we've got it here at Mahjong on Thursdays. Prospective members and the Honi Circle Shabbat is next weekend. Is that Saturday or Sunday? Friday, excuse me, Friday. So it was Friday. It says weekend, but it's Friday. Shlichut program and dessert night is September 9th. Please join us for this deeply wonderful spiritual service to kick off the high holiday season. Tachlit this year is at Morgan Falls Park, which is going to be fantastic. Sunday, September 17th at 1 p.m. Don't miss it. The Temple Emanu-El Golf Tournament, our annual event, will be held on Sunday, September 10th. See, I told you there's lots of stuff happening in September, guys. At Bears Best, and it is a tremendous golf course. The tournament raises very critical money for the Wilson Shapiro Scholarship Fund, which helps Temple Emanu-El families with the cost of their freshman year in college. If you like to play golf, please come out. It's a wonderful tournament. And I'm going to make a special announcement that I want to wish a very happy 40th anniversary to our beloved president, Bill Kellert, and his first lady, Elise. They celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary this week, so we're very proud to have them. Just want to remind everybody the Temple Emanu-El has many, many volunteer opportunities. If you're interested in any of these types of things, please come and see a board member. Come and see the Kellert family. They would love to talk to you after services. We're so glad you all are here. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom. Speaking of all those great events that are happening, yeah, I got it. Oh, you got it. Speaking of all those great events that are happening, we know that there are many simchas, many happy and joyous moments that could be 40th anniversaries, or could be something much smaller but still bringing you quite a lot of joy. And so what we'll do is go around and share some of that joy together, a moment of shehechianu, of praising God for enabling us to reach this wonderful moment. And so if anyone is celebrating something or just something very good happened to them in the past week, raise your hand, tell us your name, and tell us what that special happy thing was.
I forgot to mention, in addition to their anniversary, it's my 62nd birthday coming up. So unfortunately, I won't be here next week to celebrate. I'll be in Vegas. So.
There are worse places to be. Mazel tov.
Today's my parents' 45th wedding anniversary, and this year they both beat cancer, so it's a lot to celebrate.
That's wonderful.
My birthday was 4 days ago.
Happy birthday. Other simchas, other happy moments.
My name's Rich Lappin, and I had the pleasure last week of visiting 3 sets of cousins, one of whom I'd never met, in the bi-state Missouri-Illinois area, and it was a wonderful event.
Wow, wonderful. Mazel tov.
Hi, my name is Cynthia Smith, and this week my fiance and I picked a wedding date. So on Halloween this year, I'll be getting married.
Wow, wonderful. Mazel tov.
My name is Evan Schoenberg. So on August 20th, my wife Jade and I celebrated 26 years together, which we're pretty excited about. And our daughter Isla just turned 6.5, so that's exciting too.
Wow, mazel tov.
I'm Jocelyn, and about a week ago, I went to the first rehearsal for the High Holiday Choir.
Yeah.
My name's Dana, and I'm visiting the synagogue to recognize my father's yard site 6 years ago, but I'm so happy to be back in Atlanta visiting Nancy and being together with my family. And this is a beautiful synagogue. I'm so happy to be here.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Dana and Stephen. I'm so glad to celebrate Shabbat with you.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Block, and Avery wanted me to say that next week my wife and I are celebrating our 15th wedding anniversary.
Wow, Mazel Tov.
My name is Mara, and I made it to middle school. And Julia and I have something to say. We won the volleyball team. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Oh yeah.
Won a volleyball game?
This weekend and last weekend, I went to the finals in a soccer tournament and I got a medal.
Hey, Mazel Tov. That's great.
Hi, I'm Michael, and I broke my finger last week.
I'm sorry, but you had a cool cast.
Hi, I'm Neil Lipsky, and I turn 59 tomorrow.
Wow, Mazel Tov.
Hi, I'm Augie, and this past weekend, my whole entire family was in town to celebrate my cousin's bar mitzvah, and it was great seeing them.
Oh, Mazel Tov. That's great, Augie. I wonder what you could be thankful for.
Hi, I'm Jenny, and I'm thankful that it's my son Noah's bar mitzvah and all our family came to celebrate with us.
Yes, Mazel Tov.
Oh, I'm just part of the family that got to come and celebrate.
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
thrilled.
Very good. It's a very special time. All right, well, I should also join in on the anniversary game because Rabbi Rachel and I celebrated our 8th wedding anniversary last week. Yeah. Not a big number, but a good number. So we joined together, Shehechianu, page 648. Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu vekimanu vehigianu lazman hazeh There are many moments in our service every Friday night that people look forward to, whether it's a certain melody that they like for a prayer or hearing the other joyful moments that are happening around for other folks in their lives. And one that I know that many people, it's hard to say look forward to, but one that is perhaps most meaningful to those we're with is when we pray for the healing of loved ones or for ourselves. In our congregation, we are particularly praying for the healing of Rob Gilbert, Bill Berger, Brenda Grazier, Charlie Cohn, David Blass, Alvin Levy, Casca Muskogee, Harvey Apple, Dana Weber, Aaron Silverman, Lori Gaby, Vladi Hirsu, Ken Schiffer, Karnina Michal Bat Yitzchak Vitova, Jennifer Herman, Jeffrey Crispo, Mark Lodinger, Jesse McOslin, Max Krohn, Rebecca Rosenbaum, Herb McGrew, Herbert Goldberg, and Paul Greenberger. If you are praying for the healing of a loved one or for yourself this Shabbat, I invite you to please say their name aloud as my hand passes over the room. Thank you. 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 We join together and rise as a congregation. If you'd like the words to the Hebrew of our prayer, page 371, as we link arms and join with those around us, supporting one another. We remain standing, page 123, and if you are under the age of 13 or not yet bar or bat mitzvah, please slowly walk up here. And Noah, if you'll please join us up here as well.
Can I get one?
You can grab a glass.
I need the biggest one.
Thank you, Mark. And if smaller kids need their adults with them to come up here and have a glass of Kiddush, then that is okay too. We join together. Borei pori hagafen, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh, zecher letziat mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha b'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. L'chaim. You can drink it. It's okay, you don't have to. You just put it down. All right, and if all the kids 13 or under will please come up here and help me with opening the ark. Please walk up here. No, you actually stay up here. You're not yet bar mitzvah. This is the last weekend.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot hadama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, vegoralenu kecho hamonam, vanachnu korim, Umishachavim umodim lifnei melech malkei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu
Thank you all very much. Please have a seat. As we near the close of our service, we do so with the memory of loved ones who have died in recent days or in years past. And as we call their names aloud, we know that we provide a blessing and a life to their soul that lives on with us. And as a congregation, we send our condolences to the family of Betty Miller, and to the family in Shiva, the first 7 days mourning the loss of Benjamin Simon, and those in the first 30 days mourning the loss of Audrey Winograd, Nancy Rastetter, Ronnie Clausen, and Bobby Slaw, and those commemorating the yard sites of loved ones around this Shabbat for Yeshayahu Alush, Brenda Benarak, Nathan Cantor, Jean Colbert, Stephen Feldman, Beverly Finkel, Adele First, Leonard Gaby, Paul Goldstein, Arthur Goodelman, Solomon Grazier, Jennifer Grzinski, Millard Hoffman, Leonard Holland, Judith Kalman, Rose Kalitsky, Robert Koch, Howard Levenberg, L. Frank Levy, Francis McGuff, Esther Moranis, Sarah Odrezin, Aline Oxenhandler, Helen Ratzman, Hasida Ravnoff, Lena Rubenstein, Joanne Schaefer, Nathan Schwartz, Harry Schwartz, Esther Schendelman, Norman Spector, Matthew Steinberg, Benjamin Stempler, Rose Tuckman, and Oded Zukro. If you are in the first 30 days mourning the loss of a loved one, I invite you to please rise at this time so our congregation may recognize you. If you are in the first year mourning the loss of a loved one, I invite you to please rise and remain standing so our congregation may recognize you. If you are commemorating a yard site, the death anniversary of a loved one around this Shabbat, I invite you to please rise and remain standing so our congregation may recognize you. If there is a loved one for whose name I did not pronounce or mispronounced, I invite you to please say their name aloud as my hand passes over the room. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If it is your custom to join with those who mourn for the 6 million who perished in the Shoah, or for all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, we join together as a congregation, page 598, for words of mourners Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, bi'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mivarach le'alam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudasha berichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen.
Say shalom
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Thank you all for being here.